Hey, what's going on, Archons? Welcome to another episode of KeyThoughts, my weekly musings of this great game of KeyForge. This week, it's probably going to be a little bit more concise episode. I have just some thoughts from playing a bunch of KeyForge this past week. We're going to start off with the card of the week, and then we're going to get into this week's topic, which is my experiences with the TCO meta. So without further ado, let's get into the card of the week, which this week is coming from Dark Tidings, and it is a Shadows action card called Safe or Sorry. And I really like this card. I've gotten some interesting interactions this past week with it. And it has the dual action choice of play, choose one, archive any number of friendly creatures from play, or choose a creature, deal 1 damage to it for each ember your opponent has. So I just love the flexibility of that, of maybe saving your creatures that have great play abilities. Obviously, it's going to be super clutch in an Urchin deck or any other playability that you may have within Shadows, or like any creatures for that matter that have a really nice play abilities. Those Deepwater Gruins are really nice. Or you can use it as a spot of removal, triggering your Brens, being able to pop them off. It's just a versatile card that allows you to do different things, and so I really like it for that reason. What are your thoughts on Safe or Sorry? Have you had some interesting interactions as well? Now, on to the card of the week, which is card of the week. The topic of the week, which is the meta. So I have been enjoying playing KeyForge online recently using TCO, of course, and I have noticed that there is much less Call of the Archons and AoA being played as of late from my own experience, and I'm seeing far more Mass Mutations, Dark Tidings, and some Worlds Collide as well. But I feel like Mass Mutations is really resurging right now, and people are really enjoying it, which I'm loving. And I don't notice any type of deck archetype in particular seeming to be played more than others. It's just more of a set meta rather than like a type of deck meta, which is really cool. The other thing I've also noticed is as a result of noticing this Mass Mutation kind of resurgence, it kind of played into my theory that you kind of need the next set to come out and get a little ways into it, like a few months in, and then you start really seeing the potency and the true I guess gem aspect of why the previous set was so great. I've seen it almost every single time we've had a new set. Wait a couple months after release, and then you start to see the previous set getting a little more love. People are revisiting, appreciating what's there, discovering the nuances that they didn't see before, and it's just fantastic to see. I love that about this game, is how you can go visit old sets and have new perspectives because of some of the things that the most current set brings to the table. So that's going to be all for this week. Like I said, a little more concise, but I find it really interesting to see that the meta is never stale. There's no one thing. There's always just lots of different variety and people exploring decks coming out, and I absolutely love that. So let me know your thoughts on your own meta experiences playing KeyForge lately. Maybe you've been playing some IRL and seeing some things, or maybe your own experience on TCO has been a little different than mine, and I'd love to hear about it. So please comment below. And as always, folks, may your ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.